Point slope form is probably my least form of a linear equation, okay? Have you seen it before? Has anybody seen it before? Point slope form is y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. So if I give you a point, let's say -3, 4, and a slope of 2/3, and I tell you write this equation in point slope form, I like to think of a point as x1, y1, because the first number of a point is x, and the second number is the y. And I like to put it in the formula, and you put the 2/3 in where the m is. So this would be y minus 4 equals 2/3 x plus 3. Now we change the sign of each of these because there's a minus in the formula that changes the sign, okay? So that would be an equation that passes through -3, 4 with a slope of 2/3. Okay? So the typical thing when they're finding point slope is to give you a point and the slope and you just plug them in, which I think is silly work. So what I'm giving you for homework is I'm giving you equations either in standard form or slope-intercept form, and you need to find the point-slope form of them, okay? So for that, I'm going to have you use your calculators. Grab your calculators. I'm going to show you what I mean. In order to write something in point-slope form, we need a point and we need the slope, right?
Well, wouldn't our slope be?
So we know our slope, because this is in slope-intercept form, is -4. It's the guy hanging on to the x, right? So now we have to find a point. And there are literally an infinite amount of points on a line, right? So if every one of you picked a different point, it would be a nightmare to correct your paper. So what I want you to do is hit the y equals screen, y equals, type in -4x plus 2, okay? Now I want you to hit second window. And you're going to have a table start. And once you do this, you don't have to do it again. Make it a 0.
The table?
Table start, 0. And that triangle table means change of table. Make it a 1. So I have 0. Table start equals 0. Change of table equals 1. And make sure both autos are highlighted. Okay? Everybody has the 2 autos highlighted?
Where are we?
Now you're going to go on your y equals, you're in your table, you hit second table, and you're going to look for the first point that doesn't have a 0 in it and doesn't have decimals. So that is 1, -2. You're going to look for the first point that doesn't have a 0 in it and doesn't have decimals. And I've checked your whole homework and there's somebody there. It might be an ugly point, but it's there. So you're going to look for the first one you see. Everybody got that? 1, -2. That way I can do an answer key and you guys are all going to have the same answer.
So
Could you use the other points here? Yes, you can.
what do we look for?
The first point that doesn't have a 0 in it and doesn't have a decimal, which is 1, -2.
Okay.
Okay? On some of them, they're further down because there's a lot of decimals. You're going to get some decimals, but it's there. You'll find one. Okay? So now we have a point. So we have y minus y1 equals mx minus x1. So we have y plus 2. Don't forget this is the y. The second number is the y. And the first number is the x1, okay? So x plus 2 equals -4. Y plus 2 equals -4 x minus 1. And that is the answer I want on your homework. In order to use your calculator, we need to convert this to y equals mx plus b format. Then we can use our calculator to find the point and use the equation to find the slope. Got it? So we have a point and we need the slope. Once we have a point and a slope, we can write our equation. So we have -4y equals -2x plus 8. It's real important. This is where Desmos comes in handy to check your work, because if you make a mistake with a sign, you're going to get different things. So then I divide everything by -4, and I put easy numbers in here so they'd be pretty. So it's y equals 1/2 x minus 4. Does everybody see that? It's -2, not -4. 8 divided by -4 is -2. Everybody get that? Now let's put that in your y equals screen. We have that the slope is 1/2, and now we just have to find a point, right? So the point is 2, -1, and the slope is 1/2. Are we ready to write a point slope form? We have y plus 1 equals 1/2 x minus 2.